what's going on? It's Aaron Murray here with the Players Lounge, and we're excited to announce our new series with the freshmen of Georgia. Man, they're loaded with 4 and 5 star guys from all across the country. Get to know them here first at the Players Lounge. Hey, what's going on, Players Lounge? Aaron Murray here, back with our freshman series this summer. We're once again at the Classic City Collective. The collective's supporting all Georgia athletes here at the University of Georgia, so make sure you go check them out, and make sure you go to theplayerslounge.io to get all the best content with players across the country and get some pretty awesome access as well. We're with Lawson Luckie right now, lucky number 7. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for jumping on the show.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Number 7's a hell of a number. You got Stafford and Swift. My boy Orson was 7 back in the day, tight end. It's a great number. Have you always been 7? And what kind of backdoor dealing did you get with Kirby to get that number?
So I wore 7 my last 2 years of high school, and then I just got fortunate to get it. I told Coach I wanted it coming in, but I didn't fully expect to get it. And then first day of spring comes, number 7's in my locker. And it was
so it was a surprise like that?
Yeah, I had no idea, yeah.
So what when you were getting recruited, obviously you told him, like, hey, I would like 7. Mm-hmm. But did you have any idea, and what were the backup numbers?
I was just, like, I said 7, and then I just threw out, like, random, like, the lowest number I could get. But, like, 7 was the only number that I had, like, I really wanted. Yeah. And then Coach told me I had a good chance of getting it because first Jermaine had it, and then he left. Yeah. But Eric came and got it. Yeah. And then Eric left, too, and I thought I was going to get it. And then Dom came in, who wore 7 at Mizzou. Yeah. But they gave him 6, so it just came down to me.
So you're just a single-digit guy?
Yeah, he always wants the lowest number, yeah.
Unbelievable. Would you rock 0 1?
If I had it, yeah.
Who is rocking 0 this year?
0, Rod got 0, the freshman running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Big Darnell wearing 0 was... Yeah. I always love, like, big, like a defensive lineman that weighs 200 pounds wearing 0.
Yeah, it's got to be like a freak to wear 0.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you not a freak? Could you not handle the 0?
Nah, not for me. I'm a 7 guy.
Okay. 7 looks good. I do like the number 7. Well, you balled out in the spring, man. Like, how... I wouldn't say like a relief, but how exciting was that to go out there and do your thing for the first time in Stanford?
It was a good feeling just to, go out, and I knew I could play, but to actually go out and do it, like against the best of the best, it was a good feeling. It was relieving, yeah, exactly.
Well, that has to be even better because it is the best of the best. I mean, Kirby says it all the time, like, what we do Monday through Friday is harder than anywhere else in the country or game day because, like, these dudes are damn good.
Yeah.
Like, that has to give you confidence of, like, man, if I could do this against this defense, which is loaded, I mean, you could do it against anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brock, jeez.
Yeah, I just feel like after that, like, I can go on, like, it's not like an arrogant thing, but I feel like after going against them, like, I feel like I can go on and play against anybody. It's just like a confidence thing, a boost going against these All-Americans and these first-round draft picks, just going out there and competing with them. Like, I can go out and compete with anybody.
What was the, say, first day of one-on-ones? Not in spring, but maybe even before spring. So I'm sure you guys did like one-on-ones, 7-on-7s in January, February, getting ready for spring ball practice to start. Was there a moment of, like, lining up against a DB or a linebacker and they, like, knock you at the line of scrimmage and you're like, oh shit, like, this is for real?
Oh, I definitely, when I came in the winter. So I came in a little bit earlier. I came in winter for bowl practice. Yeah. And then, like, I couldn't do whatever Robert Beal wanted to do with me. He would just, like, I couldn't stop that dude. He would just, whether he wanted to go hard or not, he would just yoke me up, put me in the backfield like that. I couldn't really do anything.
So what'd you have to change?
I just got stronger, I would say. I got more confident, more aggressive with my feet. But that was just, when it was just first coming there, I was just flying all over the place, getting thrown around.
Would a linebacker or defensive guy ever tell you, like, hey, this is what you could get better at, or is it kind of,
Chaz would tell me, like, if I was tipping off, like, a little bit. Yeah. Or, that was really it. Chaz would tell me if I'm leaning one way or another. Yeah. Pop would tell me if he would just give me tips on my blocking and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's one thing that you've learned from Brock that you've tried to implement here in the first 6 months?
To apply what they talk about in the tight end room onto the field. He's so good at just looking at something one time and just being able to apply it. Like, for me, I got to look over it, talk about it, and go over it a few times. Like, he can just see it and then do it. Yeah. And then, so that's my thing. I got to be able to learn to be able to apply it immediately without making a mistake.
Do you think, is your game's pretty similar to his, would you say?
I like to think so, yes.
If it is, you'll be making a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trying to get there. Yes.
You look at the tight end spot. Like I love tight ends. I mean, it is. You know, I was fortunate enough, you know, to have Orson during my time, which was an athletic tight end like yourself. Then I was with Kansas City for a couple of years and was with Kelsey when Andy Reid started to really change the offense to flow through the tight end and the running back a little bit too. But when you look at college football and the NFL, how do you view the usage of a tight end body like yourself?
I mean, with a body with a frame like mine, like a smaller, more agile type tight end, I feel like it's somebody you have to move around a lot and find different ways to get the ball in their hand, like how Monken exactly did with Bowers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like jet sweep, screens, and then throwing the ball up to him and throwing across the middle. Like, you can do everything with him.
Can you take a jet sweep 70 yards?
Depends on the situation.
What do you mean? Like, if I give you a jet sweep, are you taking it to the house?
If I got the seam, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. If everything's perfect.
Yeah, if everything's perfect, yeah.
What do you run the 40 in?
I have no idea.
You have to know somewhere.
I mean, we run it in June, so I'll know then.
Are you faster than Brock? I mean, be honest. Come on. Are you?
Probably not. No, I'm not.
But we do a 40. I mean, is it like a big difference? Are you right there? You nip on his heels?
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I could say. Yeah, he's not like way fast. But yeah, he's faster than me, but it's not like a 5-yard thing. Yeah.
You know, like when they do the NFL Combine and Rich Eisen's running, they've like.
Nah, it's not. Yeah, I'm not Rich Eisen.
Okay. So it's a close little gap on the 40.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get the stats this summer. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything until we get the stats, you know?
Yeah, you stay in your place. You're still a young buck, you know. He's the grizzly old vet now. Speaking of vet, you know, Hartley was GA, 10 years ago, and now is a position coach as a tight end. What's it been like working with him day in and day out as your position coach?
I mean, he just brings the juice every day. Like, Hartley's he's always on 10. He's never down at like a 6 or a 7. Like, he's always going full throttle, and he's never lets you slack off. Like, he holds us to the highest standard of anybody. Make sure we're always, like, he holds everybody to Brock standard. If you're not a Brock standard, then you're going to get left behind. So that's just how he gets us all better.
That's a hell of a standard.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness. The quarterback obviously shuffled during spring, and you got to work with all those guys. I mean, they're talented, all three of them. Like, I've told people, I would feel good as a Georgia fan knowing that any one of them was going to be the starting quarterback. Come, August, September, beginning of the football season. You work with all of them. What makes each one of them a little bit unique in your mind and gives yourself and the rest of the offense confidence that either one of them go out there and be the starter?
I mean, they're all great players. Like, Carson's the oldest in the room, so he's just been around the longest. Throws a great ball. Like, all of them throw great balls. All good athletes. Like, they all have little things that make them better in their certain ways. But, I mean, they're all just great quarterbacks at the end of the day. Like, they're all better at certain things, but at the end of the day, they could all go anywhere and play.
Whoever's not the starter could go anywhere, like you said. But knowing that you guys are also going to get in the number one quarterback in the country next year and another top, I believe, 10 quarterback as well, what was that excitement? Because you're young. I mean, the quarterbacks that are ahead of you right now or on the roster are all older. And we know that they're the transfer portal. Some may stay, some may leave. You never know. But kind of knowing that you do have this elite quarterback coming in, what's that feeling for all the skill position guys?
I mean, it's just good knowing that the future is going to be bright. Like, we're in great hands right now. And then we have two great more QBs coming in, so it's just going to be Georgia quarterback just going to be taken care of for the years to come.
Have you seen any of his film?
Dylan or
Dylan?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
and he's number one quarterback in the country, for goodness sakes.
I've heard a lot of good things about him. Yeah,
just as long as he gets the ball to tight ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Transitioning from, you talked about you being here in December and practicing, and having one offensive coordinator, committing to an offensive coordinator, and then now having my boy Bobo as your OC. What was your first reaction when you heard, hey, Bobo's going to be the new guy now?
I mean, it was something we kind of expected. Like, I feel like Bobo was always up there as his right-hand man, so it's not much different. It's, they both have similar philosophies, similar play calls. Like, what we were doing in the spring wasn't much different than what we were doing in winter, so it's not much of a change, same terminology. So it could have been a lot worse with the OC change for sure.
Hey, y'all going to put up some points out. People are sleeping on my boy Bobo, but y'all going to be scoring like 40 points per game. Tight ends.
Bobo can cook up some stuff offensively.
Anything different so far? Did it feel? I know you were still young in the offense during your first part of the time being here, but have you seen any major changes, or is it very, very similar to what was going on before?
I think it's very similar. I mean, obviously don't know it as much as people who've been here before, but in my opinion, it seems very similar.
Yeah, terminology, all that.
Yeah, terminology is all the same.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to do is bring a new guy in there and have to learn a new language. So
Yeah.
I love that for quarterback skill guys, just to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to you a little bit. What makes you tick off the field? Like, what do you enjoy doing? Part of this is kind of getting to know you off the football field. We know you're a superstar on it and incredible potential. But summertime here in Athens, when you're in the facility, what are you doing?
I mean, I just like stuff everyone else. Like, I like hanging out with my friends when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like, I just love, I don't know, hanging out with the boys in the room.
Video games,
Nah,
golf.
I'm not a big video. I'm trying to get into golf. I
Okay.
just picked it up in May while we were home,
Nice.
and then so I'm trying to learn that. I'm gonna hit the course for the first time this weekend, so I'll know how I do. But I mean, just stuff like
yeah,
that.
you gotta post some videos, man. We gotta see
Yeah.
that swing.
I know. I'm trying to work on it.
Start now.
Yeah.
Start now. Play as much as you can.
hmm
Get Pierce to take you out.
Yeah, I think we're going this weekend.
Rylan, who does a show here on the
Yeah.
Classic City Collective, Rylan's a pretty good golfer.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but he's left us for the other
Start
Bulldogs.
Vegas now. Yeah.
I know, starting freaking Vegas, unbelievable. All right, over the next 2-3 years, hopefully even longer, but I'm sure all you guys, the goal is always get in, enjoy yourself, win championships, and get to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to be remembered when it's all said and done?
I just want to be remembered as a great tight end that played at Georgia to help them win.
Yeah.
I mean, my personal goal, I want to win a Mackey. I feel like that's what everyone's tight end goal is. But I want to win a Mackey, and I want us to continue this legacy of championships that this class has been going on. Just 2 in a row. Let's make as many as possible.
Love that. All right, that's Lawson Luckie, tight end at the University of Georgia, here in our freshman series with the Players Lounge. Man, appreciate you jumping on, and have a hell of a season.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.